everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today's look is going to be this really dramatic rainbow cut crease blown out smoky eye using this guy here. So this is the Beauty Bay Bright Matte Palette. So this one here, the palette was €25 lads, €25 for all these beautiful colors, and they're all matte. Of course, I love matte eyeshadows, so you get all these beautiful colors. So I created this rainbow look, and I'll be doing more looks with this palette for the entire week, so you could experience this palette with me because I really like this. But if you want to see how I created this look, then please keep on watching. So to begin this tutorial, I'm going to mix the Plouise base with the Catrice Camouflage Concealer, and I'm going to do about 50-50, and I'm going to put that all over my eye. I'm just using a Rebel Luna R07. It is their concealer brush, and it is perfect for applying the base underneath your brow. It's great for carving. It's overall a great brush, and I'm just taking that and I'm quite freely sticking that base all over the eye. Then I have this on quite roughly. I'm just gonna go over it very lightly with a beauty blender sponge. This one is just the Real Techniques one. So the first color I'm going to take is this guy here. So it is called Hello Sunshine, and it's yellow. And I'm going to start that right into my inner part of the eye. And I'm just going to take that color and I'm going to just bring that in just like so. Very simple. The next color I'm going to take is this one here. It's called Heat Wave. So it is a gorgeous bright orange. Taking that on the exact same brush, and I'm going to place that right beside the color. I'm just placing that right beside the yellow, and I'm really softly just blending that in through the crease, but obviously not all the way. I'm just keeping that to this tiny little area, so I'm roughly about halfway across the eye. So the next color I'm going to go into is this bubblegum pink called Make Them Wink, which is a fitting name because pink makes the boys wink, if you didn't know. Or if you did, sorry for being very obvious. So I'm taking that on an Inglot blending brush. This is the 48SS, so it's kind of like a tapered blending brush. And I'm gonna go a little bit above my crease. Okay. So I'm gonna blend that color into the orange, and I'm gonna wing it out ever so slightly, but as normal. It is blended out quite far, but just joining that up at the bottom, just like that. Don't worry about the lid at all. We're gonna be carving that out anyway, so nothing to be worrying about. And I'm just taking a smaller, tinier little brush. This is the M506, very popular brush. And I'm gonna go into this one here called Drama Queen, which is a deep plum. And I'm gonna take a little bit of Purple Power, and I'm just gonna mix the two of them together. And I'm gonna put that right in my crease. So don't panic if they don't blend immediately together, because it's a process. Also, don't bring that purple all the way in. I don't want all that darkness on that inner corner just yet. Well, I don't actually want any in this sort of look, but if you want it really smoky, you can by all means put that in the crease. But I'm just blending the two colors together, and I'm just quite heavily, I'm going to be patting this into that outer corner. Now, don't mind all the fallout. I am using a lot of eyeshadow, and it helps if you pat your brush down, which I don't tend to do. And I always have fallout on my face. Now, just make sure that the edge is soft. Don't bring the color in, but just make sure it doesn't end abruptly. Then I'm gonna go into that bubblegum pink again. And just where the two colors meet, I'm gonna go over top just to make them blend a little bit easier. And you do that back and forth until you have the desired depth. So then to darken everything up, I'm gonna go into this color here. It's just a matte black. really, really dark color. Obviously, as blacks go, it's a dark color, but this matte black is really, really deep. So I'm just gonna place that on the outer corner like that with just a flat shader brush. I'm sure everyone remembers a flat shader brush from back in the day. It used to be the brush to have for eyeshadow. I feel like nowhere near as many people use it nowadays as they used to. So I have that patted in, and then I'm gonna go into my Morphe brush and the deep plum and just kind of soften out the black a little bit. And before I move over to any other color, I'm actually just gonna take the yellow and I'm just gonna blend out this edge first. Now you can skip the yellow and just highlight with a normal color, like a normal person, but I just wanted this look to be quite colorful. So now for the fun part, which is cutting the crease, and I'm gonna walk you right through on how I do it. Now I don't do it with Duraline every time, which if you don't know what Duraline is, it's this guy here. So it's a mixing medium from Inglot. You can mix this in with pigments or your liners to reactivate them. You can create your own liners, but my favorite thing to do with it is get rid of excess product on the lid. So I just squeezed a little bit out on my hand, and I'm just taking my flat concealer brush like that, and I'm generously but not oversaturating my brush, so I'm putting some of the Duraline on. And with this eye look, I have it cut quite high. Basically with a cut crease, if you haven't heard me say it, is you want to make sure that you cut, no matter what way you cut it, how high, just make sure that you cut it high enough when your eyes are open and relaxed. So just look straight into the mirror, relax your eyes. You can still see that line in the crease, because if you just cut it and just ignore that and you can't see it, then you just kind of wasted your time with it. So I'm just gonna wipe this. Okay, as you can see, it got rid of quite a bit of product, so I'm just wiping the excess on a bit of tissue. Just make sure your brush has nothing left on it. Okay, and just chip away really slowly until you have it cut as high as you need to. So the base I'm gonna use is Blank Canvas by Plouise, but you can use the Plouise base, you can use the concealer, you can use any cream eyeshadow that you have or cream base, but I'm just gonna use that because it's what I have and I love it. Just following the line I created already. Then for the edge, I'm just wiping off all the excess on my brush and I'm just really lightly patting this in. Don't worry about this line not being absolutely perfect, but do try to blend it in, because any inconsistency when you put an eyeshadow on top, you will see it. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take this guy here called Daydream. So it's a really, really nice kind of like sky blue color, or like a tealy sky blue. Really, really pretty. And I'm gonna start putting that on my carved eyeshadow. So I'm gonna place that first here. Okay, don't worry about the blend too much. I'm gonna be sticking on glitter. Okay, then I'm gonna go into this color here called Pacific Dreams. So this guy here, and I'm gonna place that right beside it, and I'll do my best to blend them together because there is a bit of a color difference between the two of these. As you can see, it's quite rough, the blend, but I'm just gonna go right over top and kind of pat it out and it will blend it for me. Then I'm gonna take my deepest purple and I'm just gonna place that in the outer corner, and I'm gonna blend that into the blue. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit of black again, because I did lose a tiny bit of that. And I'm just pressing that again into that outer corner like that. Then I'm just gonna take the matte white from the palette just to set the rest of the eyelid. You can use a cream instead or a lighter blue. What I'm gonna do, because a lot of people don't like the glue method that I use, which is using duo glue for glitter. My favorite way to stick on glitter, but it's a pain in the ass to take off. It is, believe me, it is, and I know you probably know that yourselves. So the next best thing is a glitter base, and I got this peaches and cream glitter base. So it's really, really tacky, and you only need a tiny bit of it. And you just stick that on your eye, and any glitter and pigment works wonders. So the two glitters I'm actually going to use are both by Inglot. One is number 52 and XL7. So 52 is blue, kind of has like a frosty blue tint, and then XL7 is kind of purple, like a really chunky, loose, iridescent purple. I'm just gonna press this on my eye. And I'm gonna go into the blue color first, and I'm just pressing that on, and it sticks perfectly. And then I'm gonna go into that looser glitter, and I'm gonna put it on the rest of the eye. And I'm just gonna line my eyes with a liquid liner. So the one I just used is the Essence Liquid Ink. It's a really good liner, especially if you don't want it to last an awful long time, and it's quite easy to take off. I'm just gonna take this and create a line just across my eye. And then to prime underneath, I'm just gonna use my concealer, and I'm just gonna get that as close as I can to the eye, and I'm gonna blend that in with my beauty sponge. The first color I'm gonna put on underneath is the hot pink, and I'm just gonna join this outer edge to the bottom of my eye, and then we're gonna go in with the deeper colors, and I'm gonna go into the purples, and I'm gonna bring them right up to the lash line. And then I'll be bringing some black underneath as well, just to tie it all together. And for that inner part, I'm just taking yellow, just to kind of mirror what's on top. And then I'm going to take the neon orange. I'm going to be sticking on these guys here. So I got a set of 10 pairs of lashes on Amazon for €9 frickin'. How unbelievable. So I'm gonna cut these to size, I'm gonna put some glue on, and then I'm gonna clean up my face. So guys, this is the finished look. I know it is super, super dramatic, but when you're given such a beautiful array of colors, how could you not do something crazy? Sorry, I'm just looking at myself. I just love all the colors that I have on my eyes going on. But thank you so much for watching. I honestly hope you found this helpful. Let me know down below if you've used this palette or any other Beauty by palette before, and give me a subscribe, and also follow on Instagram because I do more looks there as well that I don't necessarily film. So that's extra bit of curiosity for you if you're bored in quarantine. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!